So Janie here with Fionnuala from Cottage Gardens of Petaluma. I'm obviously not in my garden today. Welcome to Fionnuala's garden. I have to say, this is incredible. We did a little walkthrough already. Fionnuala, what did I do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God! It's so beautiful. So Fionnuala agreed to give us a little tour of what's going on. Now it is, what's the date? Mid-April.
April 12th.
April 12th. So we're right in the middle
Yeah.
of April flowers. I want to come back for roses because roses aren't going yet. But oh my gosh, look at this. So Euphoria, right?
Yes, this is Euphoria. This is a wolf and eye cross.
Oh
You can see the flowers are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they look so interesting. They're so beautiful. I want to get some Euphoria because this is so pretty. So we just filmed a video for the Cottage Gardens of Petaluma YouTube. Check Fionnuala is starting a YouTube channel for Cottage Gardens. It's wonderful.
Thank
So
you.
I'll link it down below. But you were talking about self-seeders.
I was talking about plants that self-sow or self-seed, and just how grateful I am for where they choose to put themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are self-seeded.
A lot of them are these. There might have been one Euphoria I put in here, and then they started self-seeding. The Nicotiana, I did not plant these Nicotiana in here, but they mix up so beautifully with the Euphorbia that, you know, why didn't I think of that?
Tell me the name of this one. I know I've seen it a million times, but
This is an Aeonium hybrid.
okay.
Probably a Cyclops, that big head.
Huge.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Wait till you see it in bloom.
Oh.
Come on over this way.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So basically what Fionnuala was saying was, oh my gosh, don't be scared of plants that self-seed, right? Can you talk about this Nicotiana that's taller than you?
Yes, look at this. Isn't this amazing?
Oh
This is right out my front window where I can sit and look and watch the hummingbirds. And this put itself there. And it is strong and vigorous.
It's growing in a crack in her sidewalk.
Basically, crack in the sidewalk. You got 2 inches of soil down there, and it is flourishing.
It's taller than you. It is the most incredible thing. I mean, it's so beautiful. Fionnuala, this place. I kept telling her, this place is magical. Just wait till we go up there. We'll go there in a second. Can you talk about the freesias?
Yeah, the freesias, they also self-seed. And they decided to put themselves there, and you can recognize.
Are you weeding?
I'm weeding.
Stop it.
These self-seeded too. And this is the thing I wanted to say. You can see what's the weed,
You can recognize it.
You can recognize the seedling.
And you have to get down there and weed anyway. You might as well just leave the beautiful freesia because then it smells incredible here.
Exactly, and it makes great cut flowers. You can see here's a baby euphorbia that self-seeded itself right there.
Goodness, here's a good freesia, fresh one, and it just smells incredible. And you didn't plant this because it's literally in a crack.
Yeah,
it's literally in the crack. That's incredible.
I know. It teaches you to be a fearless gardener when you see the plants and where they decide to put themselves. And I'm just so, like, it's April. I can pick a lot of flowers to bring indoors right now because of some of the deliberate plantings, but an awful lot of what I'm bringing indoors right now are things that decided to put themselves there.
Nature decided to put it there.
Nature decided to put itself there.
Oh my goodness.
This is the bloom of the Aeonium.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Isn't it stunning?
It's beautiful. This is in a lot of shade. Do they like shade? I thought
they do. They prefer shade. They do better with some afternoon shade. They get a little more stressed in full sun.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this guy, as you can see, is incredibly happy.
Oh my goodness. I met an older gentleman one time, and he was obsessed with propagating these. Oh. Like he had millions of pots around his house. It was the cutest thing. He gave me a couple, but that was years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know where it went.
I don't know where it went.
I'll find you a couple you can have.
Look at this pot. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is such a romantic, magical garden. Like, I was telling her that it feels like it has a soul of its own. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you.
It's just, look it out there. It's just so beautiful.
I tend it and I redirect some of the plants sometimes, but yeah, a lot of it is I don't know. I don't know how to say how to say it.
I know.
I direct them. I do weed out some plants that shouldn't be where they are.
You're letting it guide you.
Yeah.
You're letting the garden guide you.
Yeah.
Right? Which is just so wonderful, because sometimes you don't want to strangle your garden to be something that you want it to be. Sometimes you just need to listen to it and see what it's telling you to do.
Exactly. And don't fight nature. Like if that plant is really thrilled to bits to be right there, relish it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I do plant some things on purpose.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
And that is also great. But I have found myself planting plants that I know that are going to self-seed. Because I love to see where they decide to go. This is a
maple. I'm sorry.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous?
So gorgeous.
It really is.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. So this is Rose Campion?
This is Rose Campion.
Beautiful. And that will self-seed?
That will self-seed. I planted one back there, and all of these are new seedlings from last year's one.
Oh my goodness. So did you transplant them? Is that how you...
I did not.
They literally just...
Yeah, put themselves there.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is so beautiful. What is this thing right here?
That is a cordyline. It got a little out of hand, but it is happy.
It's so tall. That's a cordyline?
It's a cordyline that just kept going.
It looks like a little palm tree.
I believe it's Red Sensation, and that I put in maybe 15 or 20 years ago now. So it's pretty tall.
That's incredible.
I know.
That is so beautiful. And you have Mongave here.
I do.
That's beautiful. I have a lot of these that I'm planting this year. I'm really excited about it.
They're wonderful. They're easy to take care of. They make a great statement.
Yeah.
A lot of the plants I've got in my garden are very bold.
Yes.
So when you're adding new things, I anyway do feel like I need to go for bold.
Yeah.
But the other thing I do think about a lot is cut flowers. So like there's a few things here that aren't so bold, but you need those fillers. You need those other fluffy little things here and there.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
And
And you have fountains everywhere in your
I
garden.
do.
That's so wonderful. It's so romantic. Now, can you show the place that you have your morning coffee?
Yeah.
Can we see that?
Go over this way. Right here.
Oh,
Right here.
this
My
is your morning coffee spot.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to be her? Don't you just want to be Fionnuala?
I have a beautiful view. These are my new lilacs that I'm trying out, Lavender Lady.
Okay.
And
So
it
just
offers
wait till you see her lilacs. That's actually
Yeah.
why I came here today, is to see the lilacs and the geraniums.
One
So
there.
these are the ones that Lavender Lilac Ladies are hardy to zone 8, correct?
These are hardy to zone 8. They're slightly different color than my Ludwig Spathe, so I kind of like that color contrast in a bouquet.
Yeah.
They don't have the roots shaded like the other guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment.
Okay.
But I did find out that deer really don't eat them.
Good.
Because they walked right by them and ate my rose instead.
I know. Rose right there. Which one is that?
It's called the Lady Gardener.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And it's a beautiful one, and I wanted to fill up that space and be all billowy.
I just have to point out there's a pond down there, you guys. It's her neighbor's pond. It's just so romantic here. It is so beautiful.
It really is.
Look at the
Thank
view
you.
over there. Oh my goodness. This is just incredible, Fionnuala. Can you talk about the Pittosporum?
Yes. Pittosporum is highly underrated. We all use it as a hedge.
Look at this.
It's a great screening plant. It is incredible for so many reasons. It's very hardy, and it's really great for our particular zone. But this is something a lot of people don't know about, are the beautiful little blooms. They're very small, very subtle, but the fragrance is incredible.
Yeah, and what were you saying, the morning and evening?
Morning and evening, it seems to be a certain temperature. Like the evening, it's heady. You walk out here and you're just like, oh my goodness. It's a really particularly lovely fragrance. So I don't prune this one back as I probably should prune it so I don't have to duck going through.
Yeah.
But I really love the flowers and the fragrance right in my face.
It's just so beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
it's Pittosporum.
Yes.
I always think of Pittosporum as like this tightly shorn, like really tight ball or, hedge or something.
Exactly.
Look at what it can do.
It does make a great hedge too, but if you let it go, look at this.
Look at this, you guys. Look at how beautiful that is.
I even like it on the ground. It's like confetti.
Yes.
Look at this.
Look, you hear that? It's confetti.
Mm-hmm.
Fionnuala, you are an optimist.
I am. I think you are too, so you're getting it.
Yes.
Here's callas. I know
Oh,
you
my
love callas.
favorite. Look at how
I know.
gorgeous. Driving out to her house, there's callas on everybody's, everybody's porch, and it was just
I
all
know.
over, and it was like, oh, I love it here.
It is beautiful.
Then you got your chickens.
There's my chickens,
Your
and there's a
cutie
couple of ducks in
patooties.
there.
Which I need to talk to you. My chickens are coming in May,
Oh,
so I need help.
that's so
So
exciting.
I
Did you get
need a
this?
chicken consultation, please.
Yeah. Oh, happily. Did you get the silkies you wanted?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you get the little blue ones?
I got a blue one. Yep. After you told me that, I was like, all right, I'm getting a blue one.
Yes. Because they're like little puffy clouds. They're the cutest
so
things.
Cute. Okay, here's a view down to her house this way. We started over there you can see my truck over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're coming up to the most amazing garden. It's just like I was like screaming when I get it was so beautiful.
It was the best reaction. It was so great.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, oh my goodness, it's bringing tears to my eyes. It is so beautiful. Tell us about this plant. It is, it's just so beautiful. I'm sorry, guys, for yelling.
Hey, I really love this plant. This is Geranium Mat.
Oh my goodness.
From the island of Madeira, and it's a geranium. Can you believe? Not like the
just-
geraniums we're used to.
Oh my, like I've never seen this plant before.
Isn't it extraordinary?
It's incredible. So it blooms in April,
Yes.
right?
It's a biennial.
Okay.
So it starts out very small. I'm sure I'll find a seedling for you to
we'll
look
see.
at in a minute.
Here's one. Here's a
There
small
you
one.
go. Start small.
Okay.
And the first year it grows into this beautiful, big, ferny
So here's first years.
structure.
Over here.
Exactly. And then year 2, it sends up these amazing flower stalks that are just, I mean, if you touch the stem, these are sturdy, stiff, just incredible looking things.
And you were saying you cut these.
Yeah.
And they're like a little puff of pink.
They're like a very dramatic little filler for a bouquet. You just cut
my
one of those, put it with your lilacs and your callas, and you've got an incredible bouquet.
So these self-seeded itself here.
Yeah.
Right?
Take care of themselves.
It's just...
They put themselves there, and there are some plants in there that I will like to see, and I'll weed them out when I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
But when these are finished blooming,
Yeah.
I kind of let them go a little bit longer so that I can harvest the seed, or so they can scatter them themselves.
Okay.
Then I pull them out and reveal the other plants that are in there.
So there's a good excuse to be kind of a lazy gardener. You get more plants the next year.
Yes, exactly.
Isn't this just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I think I scared Fionnuala when I came in here the first time because I was just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so, so, so beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful it is. Now I see a white one over here. Can we go that way?
Let's go talk about the white one. This is a sport that just appeared, and it is a thing that happens. I've read about them. I was aware that you can actually buy white ones out there in the world, but this appeared all by itself.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
And what a spot to appear all by itself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
In
like,
the pathway.
Hey, front and center.
I know, right there.
But it's
I have
gorgeous.
redirected pathways around my plants.
Have you really?
Yes, I have.
That is too. We have to show the one that's over in the arch over there.
Come on over. Yeah.
Just gonna leave it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, look at that. It's so pretty. And another fountain. You can see right there. Did you make that fountain?
Yeah.
You made that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You have to...
I really like hummingbirds and birds in general, and pollinators in general, to have a water source.
Yeah.
So I have a number of them throughout the garden.
You do.
Yeah.
And they make beautiful noise, and it just is like, oh my gosh, it's just so magical.
Mm-hmm.
It's just oh, I see a bee on your geranium. Hold on. A little bee butt.
There you go.
Oh, just love it.
Yeah.
I just love it, Fionnuala.
Thank you so much. I wanted to create something magical where I feel wonder.
Yeah.
And to recreate that feeling you have when you're a little kid and everything is bigger than you and everything is like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I started creating that feeling and that look many, many years ago. And then the plants kind of took over.
Yeah. And I love your structures every once in a while. And it's just like, it's just so interesting. And I can imagine that this just kind of changes as the season changes.
It does. It
right?
keeps changing. Like right now, it's the time for the Echiums and the geraniums.
So tell me about the Echiums, because this is
Isn't it
incredible. This is so amazing. These, what's the other name for these?
Pride of Madeira is the one that most people are really familiar with.
Okay.
And that over there is the closest to a Pride of Madeira that I've got. Here's that geranium in the pathway that we sidle past.
So this is the geranium right in the middle, and Fionnuala left it.
I left it
because it's worth it. It's so beautiful.
It is so pretty.
And then we have the Pride of Madeira right behind it, which
this is probably the closest to a Pride of Madeira that I've got here. But what happened in my garden, I did plant a Pride of Madeira many, many years ago. And I planted another one called Tower of Jewels, which is a pink upright.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yes. I had someone email me and say I needed to plant it. And
Yes.
they were right.
Yes. They're really quite amazing. But because they're also so pollinator friendly, the bees they go from one echium to another echium to another echium. And then when it self-seeds, whole new varieties have popped up in my garden.
Wow.
Yeah. And I never quite know what's going to happen.
It's just...
So some of them turn out bushy like this.
Yeah.
And others go straight up to the sky and become towers.
Look at this.
So sometimes you get tall single spikes resembling the Tower of Jewels, but it's not quite the same. The flowers are bluer.
Yeah.
I know.
Because Tower of Jewels is like a magenta pink color, right?
Exactly. It's a much pinker one. There's a touch of pink, but it's more like a lavender blue. And can you see the bee in there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh. So this self-seeded itself as well.
Yes, it did. And if you look very carefully, it's going right through that little obelisk that I can't move, and it's going to have to stay there until this guy goes to seed.
Just needs to live because it's absolutely beautiful.
That's where it wants to be.
And then you have more self-seeded ones over here. Oh.
Yeah.
Now, are these biennials as well?
These are also biennials. So you'll get, we'll go over and I'll show you that one over there. The year one, this big dramatic plant that is, staying right there. Year two starts taking off. Wow. And they can end up around 15 feet tall.
No.
I know. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, Fionnuala.
You see this one? The flowers start at the bottom and they just keep going.
Yeah.
So these start blooming first and it keeps going up and up and up.
As time goes on?
Yeah.
This is just incredible. Like I can't even tell you guys how magical this garden is. It is so beautiful. And don't worry, I'll be back for rose season because she's got roses tucked in absolutely everywhere.
Is this guy?
But it's just, excuse me.
Right there too.
What's the name of this one? This one's special, right?
This is Crown Princess Margaret.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
just planted it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm so excited.
It is so beautiful.
She's growing really fast. Look at mine.
Yeah,
right?
They want to be climbers.
Wow. Yeah, I put it on the side of my office, so it's going to climb up the building. It's going to be incredible.
Perfect.
And then is that one over there the same too?
That is Port Sunlight. A similar color, the similar kind of peachy apricot.
Wow.
Beautiful form, beautiful fragrance. I just love them.
So don't worry, guys. I will come back. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
There.
Ta-da!
Isn't it something?
Look at her lilac. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And she has, you have 3 down this fence area?
I do. I've got 3 of them. All of them were planted right around the same time, but they weirdly bloom at different times.
Oh, okay.
Only ever so slightly. This one's always the first, and then the next one down the line, as you can see, is a little bit behind.
There it is.
And then the third one is just getting going.
Wow.
But it really means bouquets for
That's what
months.
I was going to say. It's doing you a favor, right?
Yes. It's wonderful.
Okay, so I have a video that I don't know if it's coming out before this or after this, but I'm planting my own lilac.
Yay.
And it says to zone 7, and we're zone 9B.
Yeah.
How? That's it. How?
How? When you are determined to grow a plant and you want that plant, you're going to really focus on it a little bit more. But to be honest, with a garden as big as this is, it's very hard to focus on one particular plant. But what I think the key is, the roots are shaded.
Okay.
They get regular irrigation, and then I prune them at, right after it's finished blooming.
Okay, can you talk about that a little bit more? Right after, well, first you cut these and you bring them inside.
Exactly. When I cannot cut anymore, I just let them go and really enjoy them on the actual tree. You can't even really call it a shrub anymore.
Right.
I really love them. I love looking at them here. I love bringing them into the house. But if I don't get all the blooms coming in the house, you let the blooms fade on the tree, and that's when you do your pruning.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. And so I often hear people talk about the California lilac, but that's not.
It is not a lilac as we know them.
Right.
As our grandmothers have grown, which is why I grow these.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different, which California lilacs are beautiful.
They're stunning, and they're natives, and they definitely have a place. And the pollinators love them, and they're host plants for a number of butterflies.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really, really great things about them.
Yeah.
I love cut flowers. I love bringing in bouquets. Historically, I had to plant at least 2 or 3 lilacs because of my family and coming from Ireland, and everybody who's ever had a lilac. And they were not as hard as information led me to believe.
Yeah.
It's not like I had to do that much extra.
Right.
One key I found is don't over-fertilize. Don't treat it like a rose bush.
Oh, okay. That's good advice.
In the beginning, what I would do is, mulch with some compost in the fall.
Okay.
Kind of put it to bed with some compost.
Okay.
I don't even do that anymore. I think they are so well established.
Just let it
They're
go.
getting all their nutrients from way down there.
I think that this is just such a perfect example of gardening is an art, it's not a science. All the science tells us that this shouldn't be blooming here in this garden, this Zone 9B garden, but look at it, guys. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
The other thing I wanted to point out too, the gardener, his or herself, is part of the garden. Your actual wish to have a lilac, for whatever reasons you want your lilac, really help it grow.
Yes. Yeah.
Your personality coming out in your garden.
Yeah.
It's a really big part of it.
Right. Just like when they say talking to your plants. Yeah. But there's a reason for that, because if you talk to your plants, you're paying attention to your plant. If you want a lilac, you're going to pay attention to your lilac.
Exactly.
It's just so beautiful, Fionnuala.
Exactly. I know, I love them.
I do have to say, Fionnuala has pigs. That's the noise.
That's the noise you hear.
That's the noise you hear.
I know.
That's not us making groaning noises. That's the pigs. Well, this is just so beautiful, Fionnuala. I cannot wait to get mine in the garden. I love that you have succulents mixed in with roses. Look at that. Look at how interesting that is.
Part of this is the color scheme when this is blooming, and this also has this kind of warm tones. The combination of the two is really good.
I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
You better call me the second
I
the roses
will.
start
blooming.
Get over here.
This bit is a little bit crazy because this was a potato patch many years ago.
Oh, fun.
Potatoes and sorrel go together very well.
Oh, fun. Oh,
and it's a perennial potato patch at this point because I've never managed to dig every one of them up.
All of them up,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the lilacs.
And then I do have a gopher problem, and they rearrange the potatoes for me every now and again also.
So you still have this beautiful garden, and you have gophers.
Yes.
And you have deer.
And I have deer.
Yeah.
This area that we're in right now is all deer fenced. It's where I originally grew my roses and fruit trees because they are absolute favorites of deer. But everything else ended up coming in here also.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
But I think it's just good to point out that you can work around the gophers, you can work around the deer, you can work around whatever issue you have going on. You just have to work on it.
Yeah. What is it you want to see in your garden?
Yeah.
What are your challenges? Every garden has a challenge.
Right.
Every single garden has something they have to push against.
And it makes it fun.
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle, right?
Yeah. Can't let the gophers win.
Right. Can we point out these guys?
Yes. This is one of those baby Aeoniums I was telling you about. This is year 1.
So these, year 2, they're going to grow up into that big stalk. Right.
Yeah.
Right there. Right.
This one is going to grow right up and be very, it's going to be 12 feet tall
It's
next
incredible.
year.
So this one's going to grow through the fig tree.
It is.
It's going to be
I kind
so
of
interesting.
can't wait to see what it's going to do. There's one doing it, right?
Oh, we look! I didn't even notice that. Oh my goodness, this
Yeah.
garden is just. It's like everywhere you turn, there's just something else that's just so interesting. And then you were saying when you wanted to plant something, you kind of just pull some stuff out.
Exactly. This bed last year was absolutely full of Geranium Mat that were blooming.
Oh, God.
So now they're gone. And I planted a couple more roses.
Gorgeous.
Because you can't have too many.
Good choice.
Yeah.
So you do have drip irrigation.
I do have drip irrigation. I use bubblers. I also really do a lot of supplemental hand watering myself, partly because when you're focusing on a plant, you'll see if there's a bug.
Yeah.
You'll see if the deer did manage to hop the fence. When you're really getting out there and taking care of the plant, you see a lot more than you would if you're just like irrigating and running.
Right. It's a way to check, kind of double check all your plants. I think
Exactly.
that's really good advice. Really good advice.
Yeah. Plus it's fun.
Yeah, I agree. I like watering.
I do too. And I love when the hummingbirds come and get in the way of the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, look at this Fionnuala. Oh.
I've mixed edibles in here and there. Like over there's my asparagus bed.
Oh yeah, I see them poking through.
Yeah. I've picked quite a lot of it already, and they're still popping up here and there. And the gophers did get in there. That was a little bit annoying. But they left enough of it alone that it's okay.
Wow.
Also, janey, asparagus self-seeds if you let it.
Oh, really?
No, there's a couple of seedlings. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. Yeah. Getting them to all time themselves at the same day is really...
You get to have 2 asparagus for dinner every day.
Yeah, 2 a day.
2 a day.
I do trap for gophers. I do trap them.
Oh, you
If
do?
they pop up here and there, there's a trap under there. I don't know if...
Okay.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Okay. Do we talk about the veggie garden?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is just, this is her veggie garden, guys.
Thank
right?
you. I know. I grow tomatoes and peppers. I love growing them. I always have some herbs. It's kind of a foraging garden. You can wander around, find things to eat almost all year. Right now it's asparagus. There's borage flowers over there. There's Swiss chard and lettuce over that way. But I'm pretty much in the process right now of clearing things out to make space for my peppers and tomatoes.
Yeah, because you're a pepper and tomato lady.
Yes, I am.
You like them, right?
I do. I can't handle the hot peppers, but the differences in the sweet peppers, just getting to know the different tastes that you can get.
I was going to talk to you about that today when we go over to Cottage Gardens, because I don't like hot peppers either. So I just don't grow peppers.
Oh.
But I should grow sweet peppers,
Grow
right?
the sweet ones, yeah, especially some of those heirlooms.
Yeah.
Just for maintaining the history of some of them. People brought them over from Italy, sewn into their pockets with seeds. Some of them, yeah.
Oh,
super cool. All right, here's the pathway.
This is incredible. So here's more of the geranium. Gorgeous. Can you tell us about your tree? This tree right here.
Oh, this tree is a golden delicious apple planted by my son when he was 5 years old, and he's now 26. So I worry about it a lot every year. Like, is it going to come out of dormancy? Yeah. But I just noticed it is.
Yeah, we just noticed when we walked through. Saw a little bud, and so it's coming. It's so cute. And you said your son is over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And this is a little mini one.
We kept it small so when he was little he could pick him real easy, and now he's like towering over the tree.
Oh my goodness, that's so sweet.
I know.
I love that. What is that red foliage tree?
This is a coprosma, and I actually grow this for flower arrangements more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's a New Zealand plant. It's
Can you say the name again?
Coprosma plum hussy is this one. It was supposed to be a low grower, but it turned out not to be.
Yeah.
One of those will probably go. I just couldn't decide which one.
Oh, I didn't even notice that one.
Yeah, there's 2.
Keep this one. This one's beautiful.
It's really nice.
It's so interesting to have that foliage
and
there.
I might train it up into a tree. But
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yeah. Again, I'm going to experiment with everything, but it's great foliage to add to flower arrangements. Its foliage remains that color all year. And
really?
Yeah, it's really, a lot of what I grow here serves a lot of different purposes.
Yeah.
Pollinators, cut flowers, some things are edible. I mean, a lot of things are edible.
Self-seeders.
Self-seeders, just
Self-seeding.
beauty and contrast. So
Yes.
it is a little wild and crazy sometimes, but
You
you
know
just make a
what?
clearing and then you have space for tomatoes.
Well, show me in here. Come in
Yeah,
here.
come on
So
in.
this is where you grow your tomatoes, where you grow your
Yes,
peppers,
yeah.
right?
And it is a mess right now.
Yeah.
It is full of Nicotiana that decided to put themselves
This.
pretty much everywhere.
It's gorgeous.
I grow I grow with deer, gophers, and everything else in mind. But
Right.
over winter, the plants can do whatever they want. The Nicotiana can grow, the Aeonium can grow, the Swiss chard can grow and even go to seed.
Yeah.
But pretty soon I'm going to clear the beds out, refresh the soil, and this is where the tomatoes and
And then the
peppers are going to
tomatoes
go.
are here. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see what you do with that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you all. She was growing her peas up this trellis right here, which is it's just amazing. It's just so beautiful. This Nicotiana, I just can't get over it.
I know.
It's so beautiful, Fionnuala.
Thank you.
Just everything about it is so incredibly beautiful. Show me the spot where you have your afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea. Okay, I was just going to point this up.
Oh, yeah.
This is a collard gone to seed. Possibly a collard broccoli cross, because that's actually happening in my garden too. They're super pretty. They also contrast really nicely with all the pink that's going on in my garden right now.
Yeah.
But the pollinators also love it.
Yeah.
And then they'll self-seed. I'm going to have broccoli collard crosses in my garden.
Won't that be fun?
Yeah.
I had broccoli that I let go to seed.
It's so great when
And
you
the
see baby broccoli.
pollinators, I mean, they were, and I felt so bad when I took it away. I felt horrible.
I know, it's a funny thing. Okay, afternoon is right here.
Okay.
This is a nice little spot here. You can sit back and look in there and see the hummingbirds visit the Nicotiana, the other birds building nests.
Look at this. I mean,
it's shaded nicely.
Pink jasmine on the arch.
Yeah.
It is just, I don't even know how to describe this garden. Like, how am I going to describe it? How am I going to put this in the title? Like, it's just, I can't describe it, Fionnuala. It's wild and beautiful, and it has soul. It has a soul to it. You can feel it when you're walking around here. I love it.
Thank you.
Love it so much. Thank you so much for letting us come. I know this is your private sanctuary, right? And Cottage Gardens is your public garden, but thank you for letting us come, because this is beautiful.
You are very welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
All right, everyone, I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden.